Hi, Julie here from Serenity by Julie. I've got a little movement here for you today, a somatic movement, and it's about opening up these sides of the body. So we're in spring right now, and I want to help you create some space for breath and also some ease of movement. So sometimes what happens is we get a little stuck into habituated postures. Maybe one hip is a little higher, and as a result, one shoulder is a little lower. And well, it's good to be able to make this shape sometimes. We just don't want to be stuck here. So let's think about how we could open that up and release it. So I'm going to come onto my back, and you don't have to be on a yoga mat, but you can be with my feet on the floor. I'm going to take my slippers off. Don't you love this bright, colorful color? I'm so tired of black and gray and tan. I need some color in my life. All right, so we're going to come down onto the mat. I'm going to start on this side in the hopes that you can see better what's happening. So feet are flat, not too close to the body. They're about in front of the hips. We've got our arms relaxed by our sides, and we're going to bring attention to this space between the armpit and the hip. If you want to put your hand on your hip there, you're welcome to. I'm not going to do that because that will prevent you from seeing what I'm doing. I'm actually going to take my arm out to the side, but you wouldn't normally be doing it this way. So what I'm going to do is think about sliding this hip upwards towards the armpit. Of course, they're not touching. But while I'm doing that, I don't want my back to turn on and work really hard. So first, I'm going to intentionally turn my back on. That's how that feels. And then slowly melt it out. So what I did was made a little arch. And now I'm melting that arch out. So my back is released more into the mat. And that's how I want it to stay as I slide this hip towards the armpit and I let my head roll over to that side because that's what it wants to do. Checking in. No, my back is not arching. Okay, wonderful. Now I'm going to melt that hip back to its neutral. So you can see I didn't lift it up. It's not a lifting up motion towards a ceiling. It's a sliding up towards the armpit. And I'm going to do that again, but this time I'm going to add some breath into it. So I'm going to do it on an exhale. So I'll inhale here, energize both sides of the lungs with the breath. And then exhale, slide this hip up towards the armpit. And even my shoulder wants to move a little down to meet that armpit. So I'm letting that happen. Still keeping the back soft and still breathing. Now, to come out of this, I'm going to think about inhaling into this side and energizing it on the inhales. Inhale to open. And exhale to sigh. Let go of any effort. Now I'm going to pause and just notice, does it feel like this side is a little longer? Even though I didn't stretch or do anything, that was really hard work. That's intriguing. Now let's go over to the other side. So I'm going to turn around so you can see, but normally you would not. This is just for your benefit in case you were watching. So again, I'm taking my arm up just for your visual. So bringing attention to this hip and armpit and their connection to each other through the side waist here. So I'm going to inhale, breathe into the whole torso. Exhale, slide the hip and shoulder towards each other. The back is staying soft. And on my next inhale, breathe into this space and open it up. And take a breath and do absolutely nothing. Sometimes we find there's a little more letting go in that effortless breath. Let's do it again on this side. So inhale, breathe out. Good. Let's stay here a moment and breathe into the other side, which is open. The lung on this side is more open. The torso is more open on that other side. Let's breathe into that space. And now we're bringing our attention back to this side, breathing this side open. Take a breath and do absolutely nothing. And then let's just pause and notice if it feels like both of these sides are pretty equally open and we're able to breathe into the space. Does it feel like the hips are pretty level, the shoulders are pretty level? So we're not stuck in that contraction of one side. And we can breathe in all the beautiful fresh air since it's spring. All right, I'm going to roll over onto my side and sit back up to come out. If you happened to be on your mattress and you were getting ready for bed, then you might not be doing that. You might be just staying exactly where you were. And if you're not sure about that little movement I did at the beginning where I said I was turning my back off, I have a video, a short practice to help you with that, and I'll link that in the comments below. So these small, subtle somatic movements are incorporated into my gentle yoga and chair yoga classes. And if you are interested in practicing with me on a regular basis or taking one of my online courses that you just do at your own pace, then please check out my website, www.serenitybyjulie.ca. and see what's available and what will work for you. All right, that's it for today. See you next time. Bye.